Okay, all the pieces have been turned or carved. Now it's time to add the weight to the bottom. The way we mounted these on the lathe, they all have a hole in the bottom of various sizes. Here's the pond. King has the biggest holes. That's a queen, but they each have varying sizes. And I'm gonna melt lead and pour in there. Now I discovered on a few trial ones they weren't always firm in there, so I'm putting a screw in there before I put the lead in just to make sure it stays in place. And of course, the way it was mounted, there's already a screw hole there, so that's no big deal. Board clamped to my workbench, hanging over the edge with a hole. That hole is just about the right size for a pond to fit down in, but not go all the way through. And I made this other jig that is just a piece of wood that I split down. I turned a funnel into it. And then I split it down the middle. And I have a air hole here on the side for air to get out as the lead goes in. You'll see how that works in a minute. An air hole on the side with a funnel shaped thing. Now, let me put the phone down and the lathe. Just want to make sure I get it down to where it's not going to touch. Then I put the pond in this hole. It's just resting in there. And then I take my funnel and I make sure I get that on top of that. I clamp that in place. Probably not necessary, but when I have hot lead in my hands, I don't want anything to move. Alright, looks like that's in place. So we take one of our chunks of lead, put it in here. That's more than I need, but it's too much trouble to cut it up. And we'll just take our propane torch. And I just pour it into the little funnel until it backs up a little bit. And then as that cools, we just take this apart. It's welded in there now. See, I couldn't just pull it out because this is the funnel shape is holding the whole thing trapped in there now. So that's why the jig has a split down the middle. I'll just take that screw loose, pull this one apart. You can see how the lead's in the funnel shape and starting to come out the air vent. So then I just can pull that out. And then I'm going to take the wood chisel and get rid of those pieces. cuts real easy. I assume lead must, but that probably helps doing this one. It's still a little warm. Then I'm going to take and just make sure nothing is sticking up that would keep it from sitting flat. Although the felt that we'll put on here later would probably take care of most of that. I just wanted to make double sure. So there we have it. Lead in a pond. So there is some risk associated with doing this. It's all up to you as to whether you want to risk this or not. For one, I'm being very careful about wearing protective gloves all the time. And I'm doing this in front of a window with an exhaust fan running. It's temperatures in the teens today, but I decided that it was important enough that I have to deal with that. It's just being a little bit chilly in here. For those that are interested in the gory details, here's the sheet in which I've done all the calculations of hole size, volume, density, and figured out how much the thing would weigh. And my calculation said the chest set would end up weighing around 4.1 pounds. I wanted something around 5, but the resulting chest set ended up at 5 pounds and 11 ounces once you've added in the wood weight.